Across Africa, France is losing ground. According to reports, France's services no longer needed and wanted in Africa. We've seen the revolution in Mali, Burkina Faso, now Niger are cutting ties. It is alleged that France is threatening to deport their nationals. Where will this lead to? We wonder. Evidently, the future for France in Africa is shaky. We are following very closely and will bring you updates subsequently. Well, today our focus will be the evacuation for the EU's nationals and France citizens commence in coup-hit Niger. Following the coup in Niger, France's foreign ministry has said plans to evacuate French citizens are underway in Niger, days after President Mohamed Bazoum was overthrown by members of his presidential guard. Considering the situation in Niamey, the violence against our embassy the day before yesterday, and the fact that the airspace is shut and our citizens cannot leave by their own means, France is preparing the evacuation of its citizens and other European citizens who want to leave the country. This was said by the Foreign Ministry in a statement. The evacuation is set to start today.
Well, according to the ministry's website, there were fewer than 1,200 French nationals in Niger in 2022, but French media, including the paper Le Monde, said around 600 were in the country right now, as many families with children were on holiday. The foreign ministry declined to give a precise figure, but mentioned several hundreds. Italy's foreign ministry also said on Tuesday that the government would arrange special flights to repatriate nationals from Niger following the coup. The Italian government has decided to offer fellow citizens in Niamey the chance to leave the city on a special flight to Italy. Foreign Minister Antonio Tajani posted on messaging platform formerly known as Twitter.
Now, the July 26th removal of Bazoum, the 7th military takeover in less than 3 years in West and Central Africa, has sent shockwaves across the region. While the Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS, has imposed sanctions on Niger and threatened the possible use of force if Bazoum is not reinstated within a week. The military government of Burkina Faso and Mali have said any external military aggression in Niger would be considered an act of war against them.
Well, on Sunday, supporters of the coup burned French flags and attacked their French embassies in Niger's capital. Afterwards, French President Emmanuel Macron said any attacks on French interests in Niger would be met with a swift and uncompromising response. French nuclear fuels company Orano said its activities were continuing in Niger and would not be affected by the evacuations, as 99% of staff were Nigerian nationals.
Well, France has had troops in the region for a decade helping to fight armed groups, but some locals say they want the former colonial ruler to stop intervening in their affairs. Landlocked Niger has had a turbulent political history since gaining independence in 1960. Before Wednesday, there had been 4 coups and numerous other attempts, including 2 previously against Bazoum, which brings our memory back to this video from a couple days ago. Let's have this video.
Of recent, I have seen the ECOWAS introducing the anti-coup d'etat unit. We are not in support of coup d'etat, but I have a concern. Before setting up a unit or anti-coup d'etat unit, isn't it time that the African head of states or the ECOWAS head of states look into the reason why there are coup d'etats? What are the root causes of coup d'etats? Let them put their house in order first before they set up an anti-coup d'etat unit. Let them put their house in order. And I believe their house is not in order. This unit is set up to defend them and to protect them only, nobody else. What is more coup d'etat than your national constitution gives you 2-term limit, 5 years, 2 terms. After serving 10 years, you want to change the constitution for another term. Is that not a coup d'etat? Because you feel you have the powers to do that. The soldiers have the powers to coup d'etat. That is also another coup d'etat. And they are living with them there. They are there. In the name of civilian, putting on mufti clothes, calling yourself a Democrat, when you loot all the resources of your country, mislead people, torture them, imprison them, burn their businesses to us, and you call that a democracy? Or a civilian rule and an illegally elected government? The leaders must stop lying to their electorate first. They must stop the corruption. They must stop looting our resources. They must understand that they are not a better citizen than anybody. They are given a responsibility, a role to play to help develop the countries and make sure that there is peace and tranquility and respect the constitution of the country. So before you create a unit to go against any attempt of coup d'etat, put your house in order. Stop lying to your electorate. Stop lying to your citizens. Stop looting the resources of your country. Stop corruption in your country.